Hi, welcome back to the DazeyDuo Slumber Party! And we're joined, as always, with
Tanae.
Did you forget your name?
I didn't know you were pointing at me.
For today's Slumber Party episode, we are going to be talking about Season 2 of Euphoria. Talking about the good, the bad, the ugly of this whole season. Oh, also, spoilers. If you haven't seen Euphoria by now...
If you haven't seen it, but you've seen the TikTok, why are you complaining? Don't complain.
Exactly. If you're over here laughing and kikiing at Maddie's piss rag, then you already seen Season 2 of Euphoria. Did you like this season?
I think I only liked one episode. 1 out of 8.
That is a failing score. Sam Levison, you will be redoing this grade.
I know that it doesn't leave me wanting more either.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. You're right, because what else could I want more than just seeing more shit get fucked up? We're gonna start off this recap of Season 2 on a good note, talking about all the best things that we liked from this season. I like that they continued the story and they had more character building. Like, I noted Fesco Grandma was pretty cool. Season 1, we just got introduced to her as some random old lady that was in this drug dealer who's in high school. They don't really say anything, but
they do say something later on, but it's still not clear to me if she's in a coma due to her, like, what was it, a seizure or her...
They said Fez was in the house one morning, Grandma fell on the ground, and he couldn't call the police. And she was the one that caused the accident to Fez. That was so... Oh my god, and she never said sorry. She was just like...
She's like, alright, kitty.
What was something else you liked from Season 2?
I like that fight scene. Anyway. Season 2, I think I liked Rue's recovery. I really like that. Even though, like, when I first saw her, like, struggling to eat that little Jolly Rancher, I was like, what the hell is going on?
I liked that scene. It was
I liked
very
it.
dramatic.
I watched it again, and I really liked it.
You got it? You were just like, I get it.
I still don't like that.
Hard candy. Drugs.
Shut up.
Everyone did really good. Cassie, Nate, Cal, Zendaya.
I wish they let Gia talk more.
That is true, but I do like the season that we kind of stopped focusing on Ruth.
Ruth's mama, I forgot her name. I know y'all saw that, but she got her hair done.
Oh yeah.
And she was looking nice at dinner.
She said, Ruth, at this point, do what you want.
And she said, your little sponsor, that's gonna be my man.
Hey, that's next season. That's next season. And then I think she also appreciates that he looks out for Gia too. I feel like he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play a big role next season.
But I think like with his own faults, he looked into himself and he saw like how he hurt the people around him. And if you're focusing on him too much, you're forgetting about his children, who he literally like he hurt really badly,
it's
and
true.
he'll never forget that. And when you look at Rue, she's not thinking about like any of them that she hurt. She's more thinking about what they did to her, and then she kind of is like, well, you deserved it. And it's like no, the only person that I think like. She apologized to everyone that I believe she believed deserved an apology, which is true. Because that one last girl, you know who you are. You don't deserve shit.
The new relationships that bloomed this season, some good, some bad. We had Lexi and Fez. Love them.
I love that relationship so much. I love it so much. I love the slow burn.
Oh my gosh, season 1, he was just like, Lexi, you're the coolest girl in this. Oh, she was like
the Bob Ross like, thing that they added on, where it's like, he literally called her Bob Ross and like made fun of her, and then they should have added that earlier, because they did by making it her Halloween costume, but like coming back to it, I love that. I love them tidying it up, because their relationship's the only thing that kind of seems like it's on like a straight scene, like it has like an actual storyline that they're actually coming back to, and they're actually. You can actually see like when you go back and like we rewatched a little bit, you can see like, oh okay, this was like hinting at this and that, and now that they're talking about all this stuff, it makes more sense.
Speaking of Lexi, she is one of the like best parts of this season. It was so nice to see that this whole time she was just sitting in the back, taking her notes, being like, my sister messy. Ooh, he's what? He's gay.
I don't even think she was taking notes. I literally think Rue was just in her little cracked out state, like, Lexi! Because there's been a couple times where you see Rue telling Lexi everything that's going down.
It didn't seem like their relationship was as big as they made it seem like it was.
But that was the whole storyline. It's not about her, like, like us, like how we hang out and stuff, like that's best friends, versus the fact of the matter is like you're looking at it as like someone who has no other friends. That's her best friend. Like she literally like who else does she talk to?
That's true.
There's no one else. It's just Rue.
Another good character that I liked from this season was Faye. She was this little bimbo, little cutie, little.
She played her role.
Her lip implants are popping all season long. I love Faye, and she came through when she needed to.
That's what I was gonna say. She played her role. The way that we all thought, because in our mind, she played her role so good that we're like, this dumb bimbo is gonna get them messed up. And then the fact that she was like, why are you protecting Lori?
She dropped the glass. She did everything.
Like,
she did so smooth.
The look. She's like, shh, don't say anything, Fez. I got you. Why are you protecting Lori? You know what they did to me. You know I'm scared of that. The white woman's tears that she used for white woman.
It's like, can we leave? Like
that's how you use your tears for good. I know. I know.
It's like be on our team.
Be on our team for once, and you can literally get everything done. Like that's so great.
We'll be best together.
She literally said, you know I'm scared of them. Her own boyfriend, because I have a theory about that. I think she got sold to him. I think she like literally was in such deep money issues with her drug addiction and like all her like stuff that she was doing, because I think she's supposed to be like a prostitute, right? But I don't see her prostituting on the show. I think they amped it up, because if I look at her pictures like on Instagram, like if you go on her Instagram like right now, her pictures of herself, her lips aren't that big, and like certain things are like very like a little bit different. Like she looks like that, but she doesn't look as exaggerated as made her look. So I literally think her role was just to be like a prostitute.
And she was a drug addict too.
Dude, the hypocrite. The first scene of her being a hypocrite, junkie.
Judging Rue.
Judging Rue so hard, and it's like as she's like,
I bet you're a junkie.
Junkie, and she's like, oh, but yeah, these are my drugs right here.
It's just heroin.
But I know you're on that like what acid.
Another thing that I have for good that you thought was not good, I liked the play. I just thought it should have taken 2 episodes. Like, we get it. It's a play about the whole season that we've been watching. Why is it towards the end and the end of the show? You
know when you're in a nightmare and you think you wake up and you don't wake up and then it keeps going and going, and then at one point you're like, oh my god, I'm awake, and you're talking to your family, and then you're not actually talking to your family. That's how I felt about that play. That's
because I was like, okay, play's over. Maddie and Cassie, they're running. They're gonna fight. Nate already walked out. The play's over. You know, it literally got interrupted, and then next season. All right, back right in it. I was just like, what?
Not even that. Not even the next episode thing, because I knew like the way they ended it, they had to talk about the play a little bit more. It was the very end. When they're talking about the play, but they're still in the play. I can't. I try to watch it again. Like I try to watch the episode again to figure out like what part was play, what part wasn't play, and I still don't understand what part was play and what part wasn't play. And I'm like,
because is it a flashback?
Is it a flashback? Is this when they talked about? Because they said Rue like read the script, so like is it her when after she read it? She said that the play saved her life. When they said Lexi hates it. Like, what is it?
Going off of that energy, we're just gonna go right into the bad.
We have to, because that I felt like I was being kicked. Like what was that?
Or just the whole Fez going to the play, but we're actually watching the full play, even though he's not at the play. But we know it was just a lot. It was a lot.
You hated that? I didn't hate that part. I got what they were going on, but they should have done it quicker.
Exactly. It was too long.
This is what I think they were going for, but it just gave me like anxiety, which is maybe what they wanted to do, because they were having anxiety when it was going on. But you know, like those scenes where they try to place you in it. So even though all the play is going along the whole time, and it's just like this, maybe like how long does that seem to be? Like maybe 10 minutes tops.
Yeah.
In like actual like reality.
Like playtime.
But in like how they made it seem, it was like 30 minutes plus. So I think what they were doing was like, even though the scene was like really quick, like from him, because it looked like he was getting ready forever, but in reality he's probably just went from like his room, looked at himself, went back to his room. Oh, you're ironing my time.
Okay, it's like there's anime fights that take 8 episodes.
8 episodes, but like in reality it's like 30-minute fight. So it's like, I think because of how much anxiety that he was going through and she was going through and everything that was going on, they made us like feel it because the whole time I was like, what's going on?
Okay, but they were pacing like this wasn't the end of the season. Like
no, they were pacing
and
it
then
so
they
long.
said just after that to be like, yeah, I know we stretched out the end, but we also next season won't be until another 2 years. So
that was horrible. That was horrible. But at the same time, I get what they're trying to go for. Wrong audience. Wrong.
So some of the characters I marked as bad was first we can talk about Jules and how.
You want to talk about her first?
I do.
Okay.
Because I have more to say for the other people.
You do? I don't. But let's talk about Jules.
I think Jules is too cute to hate.
Okay. Hunter is like so beautiful.
Cute.
Hunter's so cute.
They're all so attractive.
Oh my god! If you've ever seen that that little collage of Hunter smiling at Appleboy, I'm so sorry. Don't be mad at me. I forgot his name. Elliot? No. What's his real name?
Dominic
Fike. Yes.
Appleboy.
I love the story about his apple. It's for his sister. It's really pretty. I think her name's Apollonia. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that because that story's so cute.
Is it? I just thought it was a drug dealer tattoo.
No,
it's
as simple as his sister. It's so sweet. The
I
story's
realized
so
that after the fact.
I only remember him as Appleboy.
That's not Euphoria.
No, I'm just making sure. I'm establishing. I'm letting you guys know I love her so much.
Oh, before you rip into her.
But if anyone's know this video, they're gonna be like, what I wanted to say is, Jules, you are a selfish, vapid whore. I just can't, there's no other words to say for you because I love you. I get the pressure of not wanting to be responsible for someone's addiction, and I get the pressure of not wanting to, like, but don't act like you're gonna be like, I know you're like a high schooler, but
yeah,
I would
right.
like, we were in high school that long ago. I would never act like I'm gonna be there for you through that. I'm gonna straight up be like,
bro, this is a little too much.
Listen, it's too much for me right now. Like, if you need me, I'm here if you want to talk a little bit, but it's too much. And I just can't. Like, that's like, there's no reason for me to act like the victim because you're going.
Up right now.
I'm not gonna act like the victim because you're going through something, and it's like, it's as simple as like, oh, I can't be there for you right now, so like, I'm gonna back away. Maybe that's why I hate her right now.
And you're taking it so personal.
If you came to me and you're like, you realize I'm sober, I'd be like, what the fuck? And it'd be weird, and I'd let you know, like, hey, you need another reason. But she just like,
yeah, because you're so right. Because I never really looked at it like that until she was just like, you love when people love you.
Because Rue was loving her so much, she was like, she was there, she was okay with it. And in her mind, I would know. That girl was so strung out.
This is too much, yeah.
That girl was so strung out that there was no way you wouldn't have noticed that. That girl, even Gia, that one day, Gia and her and Gia don't hang out that much. And I know that's her sister and it's different, but like, you're supposed to be her lover. Gia and her were together for like 10 minutes while she was strung out. And Gia goes, are you on that stuff again?
Rue loves drugs more than her.
And I get that. And I just feel like, as a person that, if I can be there for, and also Rue was so in love with the idea of being in love and doing drugs that she let whatever Hunter, I'm sorry, whatever Jules did slide, because that New York trip,
that was too much.
It was like, I know they weren't officially together, but for you, like, me, you know me and you like each other, you know we're kind of together. Even before Nate Jacobs is like, coming at me? You gave Nate Jacobs a reason to talk to me?
So you sent that psycho my way?
The first thing was, I do it for you, Rue, and then, you think she loves you? What the? No! Never. You put me, like, in so many situations, and it was awkward. And, like, the whole Cal Jacobs thing with the chili contest.
Yeah, that was weird.
From the beginning, they put themselves in each other in, like, these really messed up situations that would not end well. So for you to think that I'm going to play victim after, because even though Rue was a drug addict, she put Rue in a weird situation first.
I've heard this comment from like real life friends of people who does drugs, and they say if your friend's a drug addict, you don't bring them to parties. You don't put them surrounded of this drug, alcohol,
and if you want to
nature.
hang out with them, you can hang out with them separately. Like, from the very beginning, when Jules got drunk at that one party with Nate, like, from the very beginning, the relationship was very toxic, but it was very, like, Rue, because she thinks she's such a messed up person, she can't no one, like, she doesn't deserve to be loved, that she wants to be loved by Jules, and she thinks Jules is interesting, so she loves Jules, and Jules is her favorite person right now, so she's, like, all into it to the point where she'll give up drugs for that little bit of time, and then she, like, got back on it, or whatever she did, because she did drop it for a little bit.
It's because she was new, though. But
yeah,
once she figured out
that she didn't even notice she was on...
She was just like, whatever.
Whatever. And it's, like, so, from the beginning, her being drunk and everything, to party too with, like, when they were with Lexi, when Lexi was just with Bob Ross at Halloween party, and she got really drunk, and Rue wanted, like, Lexi was like, come on, let's go home. Lexi being a real friend again. And then Rue was like, I can't leave her like that. Versus her, the way she left Rue on the side of the road, the way she left Rue at the train station.
Knowing
the way
this
she,
girl
like,
said, the only reason I'm not doing drugs is because of you.
She's abandoned Rue so many times that I'm so glad Rue, at the end of the day, went... There's no other way to deal with that, because all in all, like, I can say so many things and so many messed up things. I didn't even bring up the cheating thing. I didn't have to bring that up.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't have to, because on her own 2 legs, she was a horrible girlfriend. Without that, now add that in. What are you gonna say?
Like, how can you really defend this character? Yeah.
Like, I get that you guys love her and you think she's cool and you feel bad for her because of the Kyle Jacobs situation, which, by the way, even though she's a minor, that's messed up as a minor. I'm not going on dating apps. And I know that a lot of people do that, a lot of people got groomed, but I'm not going on dating apps, lying about my age, having sex with grown men, and then trying to ruin the family.
Brings me to Cal's character, which, he's supposed to be one of the bad guys of the season. He did great. Cal's character, I loved watching him so much. Seeing him in the club, with the gay bar, and, like, the men changing to the men from his past, and then him coming home being like,
okay,
hey, honey, I've been with men since you've been pregnant. And P...
You know what that tells me, though? You love toxic men.
All the characters I liked this season were the bad characters.
And compared to
I loved Cassie, I loved Nate, I loved Cal, I loved Jules. I think they were really good.
Okay, that same perspective that you just put it in, where it's, like, romanticized and beautiful, put in the perspective I saw it as, where I saw this grown man trying to relive his youth, going to a bar that he got kicked out of, and told to stop doing certain things multiple times, where he was groping people, inappropriately touching people, inappropriately grabbing people, getting kicked out, then drunk driving, almost killing a bunch of people on the road, then go home drunk, wake his whole family up, piss on their floor, and tell his son that he's the worst thing that he's ever gotten.
And that's life. I just like seeing the downfall of these characters and seeing what pushed their motives. I liked it a lot.
One thing I want to say, if you don't tell me where the hell that 3rd child is, I'm flipping couches. I'm coming down to LA and I'm flipping couches. There's no way I don't know who that kid is now. And there's no way you're telling me it's a mistake. A mistake?
Maybe it was a nephew. It was a nephew that stayed with them for a summer.
It still needs to be part of the story. Bring him along. Give me someone. Because what are you talking about? This man walks up to the picture, focusing on the picture with that 3rd child in there, takes the picture. What are you focusing on the picture if there's nothing to do with that child? Give me something. Even lie. You want to change death last minute? Change that.
Well, you won't get your answer for another 2 years.
I'm going to be out of it.
For the bad, I have Kat character, because I'm not even talking about the plot hole of her whole online hot girl story, but what the hell is that? Sorry, Ethan, I have a brain tumor. That's why we can't be together. Yeah, that's it. And that's the only thing she said this season.
So the thing about Kat is, I think her problem with her character is bad writing. There's no way in the real world is a girl gonna look at this man, and a girl who's, like, got all her confidence, did all the stuff that she did in the first season, didn't even want this man, didn't care about his feelings or anything, saw him, like, talking to a girl for 2 seconds and literally decided, bye, you're done. So quickly, it's gonna go from dating them, blah, blah, feeling bad for them, and then go straight to, I have a brain tumor.
For someone to seem like they love this relationship, he just took it on the chin.
Sam. When I'm flipping couches, I'm making sure you're on one. That's it. That's so simple. I'm flipping couches and you're gonna be on one.
Another character that I didn't like this season, which is Ashtray. I don't like Ashtray. I liked his backstory because, you know, he was like a random baby that was just left there. But I did not like his impulses this whole season. Like, All his actions piss me off. If you're supposed to be this cool ride or die brother, why are you jumping and killing people when you know you're a drug dealer? I don't know. It's stupid.
I think like what they were hoping that we'd buy into, that he's a kid. But the thing about it, kids like that in that environment, they grow up really fast. So there's no way he's making that mistake. Y'all spent so much time showing us that Ash is cool, calculated.
Yes.
He watches everything.
Yes, exactly.
He can tell the vibe and all these characteristics you gave of Ash. It's the opposite of what you had him do in the end, where you had him literally like, what is the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason?
And then the whole scene where he's just like, Ash, no.
No, not even just no. Ash would never hit Fez with a gun, but like that. That was so weird.
That was crazy.
It was
and then all those
weird.
guns in the bathtub. But they said it was nice to see him back in the bathtub like he was at the beginning of the season. Like in the sink.
When Fez first ever saw Ash, it was in the hallway.
Oh yeah,
where he
that's
lost
true.
him.
That's literally where he was lying on the ground because he was like, oh.
Yeah. That's what they were
nice.
saying. And my problem with that is just like, that was just so like, it was a fever dream. There was no way in hell, in real life, if you put these people in like the real world and just let them live, that would happen.
That's true.
That would not happen. I know it's like you're not supposed to put like actual like, I don't know, common sense into things like this.
Because if you did, it would be over in 2 seconds.
Also, Rue's mama should be white. I'm just saying.
It's true. It's true. If it was a black mom, it wouldn't be like this.
I'm not.
Either her ass would have been in rehab and never like the key's gone.
I'm not saying black women can't be soft and can't be like loving and whatever she's trying to be, but all that stuff that was going on, the suitcase not even being noticed. Shut up.
That's true.
Like you can say like, oh, your mom's like representation isn't what our mom is, and like blah blah blah.
She was literally beating down doors. My mom would have beat my ass. What the hell?
What I was gonna say is like, her mom's American, my mom's Caribbean. It's still the same outcome. I don't even know what you thought.
Her mom closed the door, protecting her and Gia. Like, if that's like, my mom and my brother's barricaded in a room, and I'm like, let me in, give me,
and my sister was just sleeping.
And they're crying and screaming.
Gia is there, crutching blankets and just crying every 2 minutes.
They have that girl crying.
Have that girl. And every single, first of all, Stormy Reed, every single role, I saw a post where, like, all her roles where she's just crying. Girl, I know that's your thing. Can you be happy once? Can we get you in a role where you're, like, in love or something?
Rue's supposed to be sober now. You know, she's supposed to be sober now. So next season she'll be able to smile. Gia doesn't believe her. Gia said, I'll believe when I see it. Like, Gia was like, no. That's true.
And then her mom, I wanted to slap her in the face. Her mom was like, you need to have hope in her. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
She literally busted my door down. Go to my door right now. Yeah. Why? What are you talking about?
I'll trust her when I have a door up. So, now it's time to move on into the ugly of this season. I'm going to start off with something that I think triggered us both. Nate Jacobs' gun antics.
I knew it.
What is that? Maddie, where's the tapes? Where's the tapes, Maddie?
No, my favorite part is the very beginning of the scene.
I don't understand.
Where he goes, could you imagine if I was just going to beg for you back? What?
Not even his gun antics. It's episode 1, where Nate was just all up on McKay. Where did you come, huh? Where was on her belly? On her belly?
Nate had one interaction with her and claimed her for life. That was the end of it. He was like, no one else.
One truck ride.
And then he's like, wait, your boyfriend wants to talk to you now?
Yeah. And he's like, what? Tell me you didn't go in there and smash. And then he was like, no, it's just a conversation. Where did you come?
He gaslights the hell out of
Maddie.
Out of Cassie.
Oh, Cassie too?
Maddie also, but Cassie for sure, because this man will, like, for example, he'll do stuff like that or other things where he'll be like, I love you. Like,
just to see what she does. And then Cassie will be like, oh,
she's like, we're in love. Why are you doing this? He's like,
are you stupid? He was a little gaslighter.
Construction site? Did you forget about that?
The whole scene where they got together. She's crying at a gas station, eating some powdered donuts, and then he pulls up in his truck, and he's just like, need a ride? And then she gets in the car, and he starts underage drinking and driving. So they start speeding.
Not normal underage drinking and driving. Not normal one. Sponsored. Because why is this Budweiser? Why do I keep seeing the word Budweiser every 2 minutes?
labels. Hey, you look at her. And then she's like,
It's
doing time to go out the window. And she like climbs out the window. She's like, ugh.
And she's like touching her skirt. She's like,
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Oh my god, and that's how you know it's true love.
You know it's true love when he shoves her in the bathtub and makes and takes one up for the team by saying he pooped. Matt is a liar. It stinks in here. Girl, you smell no poop.
You literally smell nothing. Another thing that I have under Nate's ugliness this season, I honestly don't understand his treatment. I get he's a psycho, but who knows this?
You need to give me white.
I need someone pull up a compilation of everything where Nate was like crazy publicly.
Maybe
because season 1, you're telling me this is supposed to be the star family. He's supposed to be the heir of a business. He's supposed to be all these good things. And then season 2 is like, oh, you were fucked up when you were 9 years old, and I knew it. Like his mom, it's like, you've always been a mess. You creep. You psycho. And everyone's calling him crazy, but I don't know like what everyone knows as a collective information.
Because y'all are trying to. I feel gaslit. Like I feel like Nate Jacobs is looking at me and saying I'm a bad boy, and just showing his family, like telling me what things his family said, but no reason for it.
Yes, exactly.
Like I feel like Nate's just like be scared of me.
Remember 2 episodes or something before the season finale where he's in the kitchen with his mom. And she is drinking with him, and this is after Cal left. Everything's like chill now. She's smoking a cigarette, and she was drinking. She was like, ha ha ha, son. And then she's like, ever since you were 9, after your birthday party, you changed.
What did he do? Because
and you became sick. You just demented freak.
For her to pull out the man, right? Let's say like she had a complaint chart. This right here is the man that literally pissed on her floor, told that hoe to clean it up, and said you were the worst mistake. I wish I never married you. I was in love with I was sleeping with men. I wish I fucked my best friend. Basically, you ruined my life with your whore pussy, and put her right here, right, and then put her son here. Her son and went, you're worse. You're worse.
Even though we brought you into this situation.
I don't know. When you were 9,
and then it's Cal of all people to be like, out of all the things I've done in my life, it's you. You're the messed up one.
Everything he's done.
I don't understand what he did.
What did he do? And I had a family literally going, you're the worst thing ever. And I don't know what I did.
Because after all of that, like, pointing fingers at Nate, I expected us to see a flashback of him hurting that brother or hurting someone, like, to the point where you're just like, this kid's a psycho.
It's the same way as, like, when you get in trouble for doing something you didn't do, and you're like, I'm gonna do it then. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're the worst mistake I've ever made. What did this boy
then you're about to see the worst mistake you've ever made. I don't know.
Yeah, because that same night he said that to her. He goes, you didn't have to choke the girl. She was like, oh, I didn't have to choke her. Maybe a gun will do, though. Maybe.
He's like, you're right. You're right.
You're so right.
You're right.
I didn't have to choke her. I am messed up.
And
what else can I do?
He didn't just put the gun to her. He put the gun to himself.
He literally went down her body.
And then the whole gun thing with the dad, where he was just like, Dad, sorry, USB drive. You're going to prison. I would do that. Why did you do that?
That's like me going, oh, I didn't mean pull the knife. Sorry. Here's a lollipop.
And then you're
like, and you're like, what is this lollipop for? Just kidding. It's a USB drive. Coming cops. I'm like, wee.
And then it's just like, oh, good thing the cops are here, Nate, to arrest you. Because
I was so confused. I was like, who were they here for? I thought for 2 seconds, I was like, did he call cops on himself?
Because I'm glad Maddie called the cops. I'm glad someone called the cops on you, Nate, because
I thought he was gonna call the cops on himself and then choose Dad and then go to jail and just be done. Oh. And that's what thought was gonna happen. I was waiting for that moment, and then
that would have been an ending.
And then the USB drive came out, and I was like, what's going on? He told Jules that there's no other copy of it. He probably lied because he's a liar. But if there's no copy of that, what would be so bad that his dad went to jail? That's on a flash drive.
And then
third brother.
wouldn't I just don't understand the whole. I also don't understand the Cal is a pedophile argument. If Jules lied to him, unless there's other children.
I need to know what happened to that brother. coming back to it, because that made me mad. There's so many things to put him in. Please make this something about the brother. No, I don't want to see a kid get hurt, but you're leading up to it. Like, just, I'm giving you the storyline. If in 2 years you come out of the woodwork and say, hey, he's in jail for this, or like you show him, like, you opening scene, I want to see Kyle in jail. Give me why he went to jail. That's the first episode I want to see.
You have to wait until Lexi writes a play about it.
That's the only way we get any information.
For now on, it's just Lexi's play. One of the ugly things that I want to talk about this season was the amount of penises, just in general. That was. I thought this was a show about high schoolers. Sam, why are there penises? Why so many? Why so many? The episode 1, we had some, and then we had more, and then more, and then they didn't stop. Is there something you want to tell me?
You're literally about to make her cry because it's so bad.
You should be ashamed of yourself, mister. I get it. HBO means you can just splash what you want.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is it because of it's HBO?
It is. It's because
there's no other.
Insecure does the same thing. I put it on and I'm just like, whatever, in my bathroom. I can brush my teeth and listen to it. All you hear is sex. And I'm just like, oh my god. I have run out and I have to turn it down. You can't watch it like out in public, you know. It's very raunchy.
You could.
I guess so.
I don't want to talk about Cassie. No
I
offense.
love Cassie. But we get the story. You guys got the story.
We got the story.
If you saw the
they were on a break type like Ross thing.
They weren't
I don't
even
get it.
together. They weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend.
It's what it's about. Like, I don't care about that.
Okay, we get it.
Let me watch her mom. Love you. I don't want to talk about Maddie either. I want to talk about Maddie's boss.
She was like, when I was your age, yeah, I was a freak. Let me teach you my ways.
It basically. So I think my issue with Maddie's boss is, are you trying to
hit on her?
Hit on a child? Like, I can't.
Do we need to call Nate to get you arrested?
Get you now or beat you up?
Her vibe wasn't like mentor. You know, like we see Ali, right? We already see what a mentor relationship looks like. Mm-hmm. And it also didn't look like role model or like someone that Maddie looked up to.
Okay, did you see
it looked like she was looking on to Maddie.
I don't know if you guys saw it. I know people talked about it a little bit, but like it looks like there's a camera in the room where Maddie tries on the clothes. So when she gifted Maddie like the dress, saying like, "Oh, I know you like it," it's because like
she's
been watching her try on her clothes. No way is this teenage girl in your house and you're mentoring her and you're like, let's get in the pool with some wine, underage drinking on me.
We don't really see a lot of female predators, so that'll be interesting to see next season too.
And that first ever scene where they interacted, where they were like, "Can you? My husband's downstairs." Wait 2 minutes for your husband.
Go downstairs. Have him do it.
Hey, like whatever your husband white name is. And is she moving away?
It sounds like
yeah.
It sounds like we're about to get a whole new cast next season. It's gonna be like Skins. Last thing I want to mention for my uglies for the season is the plot holes. We mentioned Cat plot hole, but I want to ask this question to the audience. Who the fuck is gonna pay Lori back her money? That was $10,000 and we were just like, and at the end of the day, Brew got sober. Who paid this woman back her money? Oh my god, we got a follower! That's so crazy!
What are you talking?
Me forgetting this is live? That's so exciting. Okay.
That is exciting. Shout out to Ezreal
030701.
If Ashtray didn't stab that man, it would have been so simple, because literally the way that Faye was setting up the thing to knock down, so she unintentionally, she's just getting rid of Lori for her own benefit, but she was unintentionally like getting rid of Lori for everyone, because I think
they might hold on to that, because she did say that.
She did say it, and no one said it wasn't that, and the whole recording went on. So.
And then the only thing they know is that this kid is crazy.
Because even on the recording, it was like
everything's gonna be pushed out on Ash, and everything's gonna be pushed off on Lori, and I think that's the only way Fez can get out of this whole thing. Ash is like, there's no way they're gonna believe a child's doing this, so let me show them. Back to Apple Boy.
Okay, so Apple Boy, I'm not gonna say a lot about him. The only thing I'm gonna comment on is the song. The song was beautiful. I'm not gonna discredit the song. I don't care, because everyone like switched up when like they said Zendaya and Labyrinth wrote the song. I don't care about that. Listen, this is the truth about the song. When you show me a character that has fallen so far down on the friendship totem, and this is the first time they're interacting, and he plays this long ass song about our friendship, which is, it's beautiful, and it does mean a lot to her because like it's about her relapse and how he had to see it and like why the song does explain why he did all those things, but don't just show me them singing the song. It's a messenger. I don't care. I get that it was an important song to have. I don't want to hear it from the dude who literally like caused this big like change, which is like, yeah, he did save her life and she did thank him for that. I don't want to hear from him, or at least give me a reason to like not be mad at him right now, because the way I looked at it is like, I don't want to hear this boy sing this long song about whatever. Show me what happened, because he was standing outside her house when she went to the hospital that one day when he did that whole running. Show me what he did. Show me,
had a
sing the song, and then show me like in the background what's going on and all that stuff, and then I'd get more into the story and be like, oh, I see what he did, and like all the, because he's not talking to Jules right now. What happened with them? Like, show me all this stuff. Or show me even the beginning, like go back to when they first met and show me like the contradiction right now, and give me so much more visually than what I'm just hearing of them awkwardly in a room. Because if you're just giving me this awkwardness in the room,
no, you're right.
I'm getting out of it. I'm zoning out of it. It's a song about them.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you're saying. Don't give me a 3-minute song to say it's not finished. I will literally pull my hair out. What are you talking about?
No, it did take a while. I don't know why they had it so prominent of a thing.
I would not be as mad if you showed me when he started singing and like you zoomed his eyes or something and you like zoomed out and he's like standing outside her house and he's walking home and he's doing or driving home or whatever and he's doing all that stuff, I would have been less mad. Why are you showing me this awkward like situation where
and she's just sitting there just like,
thank you for that.
I forgive you.
No boy's freaking SoundCloud song moving me to tears for me to say that today. No.
Do you have anything that you're excited to see for season 3?
In 2 years?
In 2 years?
I told you what I want to see. What's on the flash drive is Mighty Moving. Kat, get rid of her or use her. I don't know what you're doing with her. I'm tired of seeing her face if you're not using her correctly. I can't even deal with that. Give her better outfits. Make use of her. Don't make her stupid. Rehash that conversation. Make her go back. Apologize. And then tell the real reason. I can't even deal with that. What is wrong with you? Literally, Cassie, give her a grip. That girl needs to get a grip. Give her
stand up.
She needs help.
She needs to
She's
stand
on the
up
knees.
with her own knees.
Stand up. Give me why he's so horrible. What? You can't gaslight me to think he's horrible. I'm not one of them girls. From what I've seen him do to his friends, I can get that part. Tell me why his family hates him. Furthermore, who else? Gia, give that girl more speaking roles. What do you mean she's just crying and crumbling a sheet?
Can we see what she does besides cry?
Give me something else.
That'd be great.
Give me one of her friends, something. Just her laughing. Bring her to our arcade. I don't care. Give her something fun. I don't want Fez to get off scot-free. Give him a year or something. Give him 6 months community service, house arrest. I don't care. Don't give him scot-free. If you get him out of jail fully just because Ash and did all that confessioning on the tape, I'm gonna be mad because that's not real life. And then make Lexi visit him at home, bring him meals and stuff like that. Do something cute with that. And then they talk about their little farm and stuff. Lexi, make her speak up more because she still was timid. Why are you on the stage talking about, Mom, shut up?
It's true. It's true, Lexi, because how do you write a whole play about everyone in your surrounding life and now you're still scared about it?
Coming here slow clapping like she's a villain. If I'm the villain, yeah, punch in the throat.
That was season 2, the good, the bad, the ugly of Euphoria. Thank you for watching our video. My name's Aaliyah.
My name's Tanae.
And we are the DazeyDuo. Come back next time for a slumber party.
If you want to see us live, go to our Twitch/DazeyDuo.
And we'll be there next time you look on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.